Hey guys, it's Marcus here, and welcome to the Affiliate Marketing Dude YouTube channel. Today we got a good live stream for you. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to break up how to make money blogging. We're going to start with a story of how I first got started blogging, how I made my first $230. Now I want you to notice that this webinar is going to be kind of long. This is a live stream, live presentation where you can ask questions and everything like that. It's going to be about an hour and a half. Now you could go out there on the web and you can watch 20-minute or 9-minute videos on how to set up a blog and make money, but are they going to give you the whole details, the real deal of what you need to do to get started and start making this business work for you? Chances are you're going to run into a lot of different videos and a lot of different opinions and a lot of different things about what it really takes to make money online through the blogging platform. Now, you guys have known, if you've known me, I've been around since about 2000. About 1999, 2000 is when I started my business, and I got into blogging in around 2006, got really heavy into it in 2008, 2009. Since then, I've made seven figures, multiple seven figures, from my blogs using various different traffic methods, various different offers, various different things that I've promoted on these blogs in a real cool way. And just before I started this training, I was setting up the notes, which you can see over there on the side of the screen, and I was going through and I found out some statistics from some really popular blogs. And some of those popular blogs are getting probably like 10 times the amount of traffic that I'm getting, yet they're not making that much. We were actually comparing the difference between the traffic, and there's people out there making between 10 cents to 50 cents to $1 per visitor, as where I'm making $3 or more per visitor, and that even includes repeat visitors, which is really cool. So we want to take a look at this. We want to hash it out. We're going to go through. We're going to show you exactly how it works. If you're feeling like this guy here and you feel frustrated and you feel like your computer's about to just clonk out because it's overwhelmed just like you are, then we got some good stuff in store for you. Or if you feel like the guy on the bottom and you're like, Marcus, I've been running and running and running and trying to get to that little carrot at the end of the stick, which is money, but I can't seem to get anywhere. It's like I'm on an endless treadmill and there's no way for me to make money blogging, so can you spell it out in a real world way? And that's exactly what we're going to do, and we're starting right now with how to make money blogging online. As soon as I can find my little intro, that would be cool. Here we go. Not that intro, my other intro. All right, well, for some reason I had the wrong intro loaded up, but that's okay. We're going to get the show on the road anyway. There's usually the one with me sitting outside the backyard office here. But what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about how this whole blogging platform thing works. We're going to show you the ins and outs of what you need to do to actually make this stuff work. So if you're frustrated with making money online, you feel like maybe you could set up a blog, maybe you can't, but you're just having trouble getting to the money, that's what we're going to go through today. Now, do you feel like you're working hard and getting nowhere? Would you like to see a forecast in your future that looks something like this, right, where you're making money every single week? That's kind of the goal here. Let me just make these little comment boxes a little bit bigger so I can see what's going on. There we go. That is much better. Okay, now I can see what you guys are saying. So, hello to everyone hopping on. We got Gaddy, Julie, Brian, Paulo, Ramesh, Glenn, Alana, lots of people coming on here. Brian, cool. So, how many of you guys want to see like a screenshot like this where you're like, hey, the weekly forecast is making money, right? Maybe you want to make those daily amounts. Maybe you're cool with less. Maybe you're cool with more. But first, what we got to do is we got to disclaimer this. Because what you're going to see here are my personal results. These are the results that I've gotten from almost 20 years of making money on the internet. Now, are you going to get the same results as me? Probably not. However, I will say one of my students actually went on to make a lot more than I have, and he's done extremely well. So, and some of them have made as much as me, a little bit more, but he's like one of our crown success stories where he went on and he like stomped my income levels like crazy. But at any rate, what we want to do is we want to disclaimer this and say the average person looking to make money blogging literally makes nothing. Okay, the average person out there that tries to do this stuff ends up making nothing. Now, you're going to see some success stories on the internet where people are making $250,000 a month blogging, $50,000 a month blogging, $10,000 a month blogging, $1,000 a month blogging, or whatever. And you're going to see these statistics, and what you're not going to see is the behind the scenes. And the behind the scenes of many big bloggers is the fact that they have a lot of traffic. I'm talking like a lot of traffic, like 250,000 views, 1 million views a month, lots of views. Now, you guys know that traffic can be kind of daunting. It can be kind of difficult to get, right? We got SEO. How do we get ranked on the search engines? We got pay-per-click. How can we afford traffic when the big companies are buying up all the words? We got all these things that are seemingly going against us. Right, we have everything going against us, and it looks like, how are we going to do this? How is a guy like John from Illinois, or Jerry from Utah, or Brian, or Solo, or anyone, Julie, anyone going to start from nothing and be able to get something? And that's what we're going to talk about in this call, is how do you start from nothing and actually make this work? That's a very important thing, and we're going to go through that today. Now, again, the disclaimer, results not typical. Most people make nothing. But I think if you follow these instructions, you can get a little taste of results. And that's all it takes. Just like years ago, almost 20 years ago now, when I made my first $21 online. Now, I had made money online by selling websites, but I never made passive income from a site. And I remember that day very clearly as I was over there. It was the 4th of July, almost 19 years ago, actually 18 years ago. And I'm sitting there at my dad's house having hamburgers and swimming in the pool and everything. And I go home and I look at my computer and I find out, hey, I made $21 today off of a site that I built. And I thought to myself, wow, this is crazy. And that little taste was enough to make me say, you know what? This works. Now, a lot of people will get that taste and be like, whatever, I made 21 bucks. Great. Maybe it's a fluke, whatever. But the fact of the matter is those who are going to make it are the ones that get the little taste and latch on and go full force and make it work. And that's really, really, really the important part that you need to look at. Because if you can make $1 online, you can make 10. If you can make 10, you can make 100. If you can make 100, you can make thousands. And that's really what it boils down to, because it's the same exact process. And as you build these blogs, as you set things up, you're going to get better and better. You're going to learn about your market more. You're going to understand what they want. You're going to learn more about offers. Hopefully, you're in one of my coaching courses so you can ask me how to make it better. And you're going to go and you're going to build these things up. And it's not as hard as people would think. But I got to tell you, there's a lot of myths floating around out there. There's a lot of myths about how to make money online. Now, when I first started blogging, we'll try to get this picture. There we go. When I first started blogging in 2006, I was frustrated. I was listening to teleseminars. That's what we listened to back then. I was watching the very limited amount of videos because YouTube was relatively new back then. Google had just bought them for $1.6 billion. And I was watching these videos and trying to learn this stuff. They were talking about things like movable type. They talked about things like WordPress. They talked about all these platforms. And back then, we actually had to install these services on our server ourselves, right? So there I was. At that time, I converted my garage into an office, and I was in my garage, and it was like 4 in the morning, and it was hot and humid, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what am I going to do, right? I know I need to blog. I had made millions of dollars online before this point, but I knew I had to get into blogging because that's what was taking over. That's what was getting big. And I was looking at it, I'm like, okay, how am I going to install this? How am I going to do that? And I'm not a programmer. I'm not that techie. I could barely, make a file 777, which is, the writable thing that you need when you're uploading stuff. And it was very difficult to do. And then I kind of give up, right? I gave up. I was like, okay, you know what? I make money on my own stuff. I'm just not going to bother with this. I'm good, right? And then a couple years go by. Everyone starts talking about blogging. Everyone's got to do blogging. Everyone's got to do this. And it's very, very important to look at. And so we look at this trend, and I'm like, okay, 2009 rolls around. I'm like, I got to get into blogging. So I pay someone a small fortune to set up a blog and make it fancy looking and everything like that. And I remember one of the things that I liked about blogging, because when I set up old web pages, I had to go to the search engine. I had to like get backlinks. I had to tell them it existed. I had to do all this stuff to make it work. Right? I was like, okay, I got to do all this stuff. But I noticed when I started blogging, I put a simple little blog post up to test it. And I literally got ranked in Google in 53 seconds. I still have the screenshot somewhere on one of my old computers where I was like, hey, this site was put up 53 seconds ago, and there it is on Google, right? And it's really cool. We got to look at that, and we got to really, really focus on what people want, right? Very cool. All right, we're going to kick Carlin out. So let's get rid of him. Let's see, remove, and there we go. All right, thanks, Carlin. A lot of people come on here to bash things and, whatever, to each his own. But what we're doing here is we got to look at this and we got to focus. And we got to say, okay, how do we make these blogs work? And there I was. I made this thing rank right away, right? Very, 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 very important. Okay, we'll get rid of Lee, too, because he wants to be an idiot. But that's cool. You guys can all do that if you want. There we go. Cool. All right, and that's cool. If you guys want to, talk like that, go somewhere else. That's cool. We're here to make money blogging. Very important. So we got to look at this, right? Here we are. I set up a blog. It ranks in Google. I'm like, cool. Hey, this is working. This is awesome, right? And we go in there and we focus and we're like, cool. That's what works. Now, to me, I latched on to that really fast. I was like, hey, check this out. This thing ranked right away in Google. And I was happy. I was like, cool, that is working. That gets me really good results. Now, to me, being an internet affiliate marketer, we got to look at this, and we go in and we're like, okay, what can we do with this? Okay, what can we do with this? And so I learned how to do this, and I learned how to rank these, and I started getting a few rankings. Now, I noticed that one of my blogs started ranking for a keyword, and that keyword generated me $230. That was the first $230 that I made with blogging, which is cool. It was for an affiliate product that I sold. We later went on and used the same tactic to rank a similar type keyword for a different affiliate product, and I went in and it made like a $3,000 sale with one ranking with like 131 people who saw the post, right? So like the amount I made on that post for the traffic was insane. Right? So we got to look at this and we got to focus and we got to say, what can we do with this stuff? Okay? So first and foremost, we want to look at this and say, blogging is powerful. Blogging is big. WordPress is one of the biggest platforms in the world. There's lots of blogs out there that are making lots of money, that are doing lots of stuff, getting a lot of traffic. Now, on the flip side, there's also a lot of blogs out there that get very, very little traffic. Right? So we got to look at that. And there's also a lot of blogs out there that get a lot of traffic but make very little money. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the 13 myths of blogging. Right? What are the 13 myths of setting up your blog and making it work? How do we focus on this? How do we narrow it down and really, really, really dial in to what works? Okay? So here we go. Let's go through the 13 myths. First of all, we have myth number 1. The first myth is, if you build it, they will come, right? People say, well, you know what? Just go do your thing, right? I hear like Gary Vee, and he's great. He's got good stuff. But over and over, he's like, hey, check this out. We got to look at this. And he's like, hey, just do what you do, buddy. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing it. Follow your passion. And that's good advice to a degree, right? And I know what he means is like, hey, we need to do it in the right way. And what we want to do is we want to focus the right way, okay? If you build it, they will come is not going to work. If you set up a blog about how to make money or how to lose weight or how to cook, right, that doesn't promise anyone is going to visit your site. That doesn't do anything, right? You setting up a blog, I don't care how good of an idea it is. I don't care how great your niche is. I don't care how good your content is. I don't care how nice your blog looks. I don't even care if you spent $100,000 buying a fancy domain name, right? Doesn't matter. What matters is that you do things deliberately and focus. What we're going to talk about here as we get through this call is how to focus on what's going on. Focus on what really, really works. Now we got Lee coming in as another thing here, so we'll get him out of here. Okay. He'll probably be back. Let me know if he's back. A lot of people look up reviews of me and they don't like the reviews, but I guarantee you, go look at the reviews. Every single site is a wealthy affiliate, Why? Because they tell their affiliates to go and rank for other keywords, tell people it's a bad product, and tell people to buy their product. Go look at it if you don't believe me. That's what they do. However, we can learn from them because the ranking actually works, right? They'd be a lot smarter if they ranked for it and said, hey, Marcus' product is good. Why don't you buy it here through my affiliate link? But they haven't figured that out yet. Now, again, I'm not talking bad about Wealthy Affiliate. They got some good stuff from what I've seen. A lot of their affiliates do non-kosher practices. But at any rate, we'll get back to the story here, right? We got to look at this and we got to focus and we got to say, what can we do with this, right? What can we do with this? Okay. So if we build it, will they come? No, they will not. So we got to get that myth out of our head and we got to say, if we build it, they will come. No, we need to build deliberately based on what we want to do, based on our focus, based on what we want, based on what the traffic is doing. Very, 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 very important. All right, now myth number two of blogging is if I have enough offers, I will make money. Now, a lot of people think that if they set up their blog, right, I hopefully have a pen that works. Let's see if I got one around here. A lot of people think that if they set up their blog and they're like, hey, if I set up this blog and I have 19 different banner ads for all kinds of different affiliate programs, then I'm going to make money. Obviously, someone's going to click on one of those ads and I'm going to make something, right? Very important. So it's like, okay, well, I'm going to make something if there's a lot of ads. How many of you guys thought that till now? You're like, well, you know, maybe I'll make money if there's a lot of ads. Now, that's a very, very big, big myth that gets people off on the wrong foot. Okay, it gets them off on the wrong foot because of the fact that it's not targeted, right? We got to focus. And we got to target our ads for our visitors. This is what we call selling within the content or informational marketing. What we're doing is we're informing the market of something, right? So instead of just building a site, going out there and trying to do stuff, right? We're going to go through and we're going to be like, hey, you know what? I need to write this content based on this specific keyword. I need to solve the specific keyword's problem in the blog post. And then I need to point to my affiliate offer, okay? Very important. So myth number two is if I have enough offers on my site, I'm going to make money. Very, very, very big myth. And like Haroon and everyone else here, we got to focus and make it work, okay? So we got to make this very streamlined, okay? The key is streamlining. Okay, you can go out there, you can get a lot of traffic, you can pay for traffic, you can get free traffic, but when you embed stuff in the content, right, this is why those fake reviews about my products work for those people, because they're writing a review that in the visitor's mind is like, well, you know what? Wow, yeah, you know, I have been struggling. Well, yeah, this guy does seem bad. Oh, yeah, I'll go buy this instead, right? So they're informing them falsely, but at any rate, it does work. So I'm not knocking the marketing. I'm knocking the business practices. Okay, so very important. So we got to look at this. Okay, so we got to do that and we got to focus. Myth number three is that it takes a long time to see results. Now, a lot of people come to me and they're like, Marcus, how do I make money really fast? I need like $5 today. And it's like, okay, well, can you do that? Maybe you can, maybe you cannot. But we got to really, really, really focus. We got to determine what it is we want. Okay, we got to look at that and say, how can I get results fast? Like I said, when some of these rank in 53 seconds, again, results not typical. Some people rank really good. Some people take a while to rank. Some people never rank, usually because they're not doing it right. But the main thing here is that we need to focus on the word deliberate. We need to do everything deliberate. Just before I did this webinar, I was doing some research on a new keyword tool that I went and looked up. Right, and I looked up that keyword tool, and I was like, okay, let's look up my site, and let's look up some competitor sites, right? And I went through, and I found on my site a lot of keywords that people were coming to my site from. I went in, and I focused on those words, and now if I make content based on those words, I'll start to rank even higher, start to get more. Then I go look at my competitor sites or other keywords that I want to get. I do the same thing. I start to rank for them. I start to focus. I start to really do deliberate action. And this is stuff that you guys can see and you know just by listening to me and looking at what's going out there on the internet that this works. right? You know this works because you see it, all right? On every keyword term, 10 people have free rankings. Okay, everything, any keyword you look up in Google has 10 people who are not paying to be there. Think about that, right? That's your market. Now, some of these keywords are generating hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. One little keyword, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And I want you to stop looking at keywords as some kind of cat and mouse game of what's a good niche, what's a bad niche. I want you to look at it as this is inventory. This is your inventory where you can start getting in there and you can focus. You can focus. Try to keep the comments to the topic at hand. That way everyone benefits. If you guys want to talk about other stuff later, do that somewhere else. But try to keep to the topic. That way it doesn't distract me or anyone else from the message we want to go through. Okay, very, very important. Okay, so we want to look at that, okay? And we want to focus and say, does it take a long time to see results? No, it does not. If you do this right and you do it deliberately, you might not make $1,000 overnight or whatever. But again, remember that $21 was my turning point. I was like, wow, I can get money from the internet from something I did. And we got to focus. We got to look at this. We got to understand what's going on. And we got to be deliberate. A lot of times I've done paid ads to my blogs, made a lot of money. I got paid ads. Currently, I spend thousands of dollars a month on paid ads to send to my blogs to deliberately boost it up to get sales. So it's very, very, very important that we look at that, okay? Big myth number 4. Another big myth people have about blogging is, Marcus, if I start a blog, do I have to write every day? Like, do I have to be like that guy on Twitter and Pinterest and Instagram where they go out there and, you know, I go and I write about my eggs and I write about what I did last night and I write about what I did this morning and I write? No. Not at all. That's a big myth. Okay, you don't need to write every day to be a blogger. Most of my blogs, I think we probably write close to every day now because I'm trying to build it really, really big. But up until then, I probably did like once a week or something like that. And even now, I just hired people to take my videos, make them content, put them on the blog. And we get traffic every single day from these blog posts in a really easy way. And that's the name of the game because, again, remember how I said keywords are inventory, right? If you have a keyword and you're like, well, you know, Marcus is right. I can't rank for the word make money online, but I can probably rank for some other keyword that gets maybe 50 visitors a day, right? So 50 searches a day. If a keyword gets 50 searches a day, maybe I can get 10 visitors. Right? If I do a blog post, and let's say it takes me 15 minutes to make one blog post. All right, let's be a little generous. Let's say it takes you 45 minutes to make that one blog post. Maybe it takes you a while. You got to do research, whatever. Sometimes it's, you know, a little bit longer. Sometimes it's less. Just depends. Okay? So we got to say 45 minutes to build this blog post. If we build a blog post in 45 minutes, and that now gets, let's say, 15 visitors a day. Right? 15 visitors a day. If I can generate 10 cents, 20 cents, maybe 30 cents a visitor, okay, depending on the keyword model, right? Now that is what? 15 times 30. My math brain is not working, so if someone wants to look that up before I do, that would help. I don't know why my math brain is not working, but I think it's like 450 or something. Is my math right there? So 450. So I think that would be like $45 or something like that. But at any rate, if you look at that and you focus and you're like, okay, cool. All right. Can I get this word? Now, again, you can do another one the next day and make more, right? So that would be that blog post making $5 a day. Yay, great, or $4.50 a day, right? Would that be 45 minutes well spent, right? How many of you guys say yes? How many of you guys say no? And be honest. You're like, 45 minutes for $5? I mean, really? Dude, that sucks, right? Or 450 or whatever it is, right? Let's say 450. How many of you guys are like, dude, that sucks, okay? Well, here's what you're missing. You're missing the fact that you do the blog post once, it ranks, and you get that every day. Some days you might make 450, some days you might make nothing, some days you might make $20, right? Again, we got to look at that. And again, results not typical, implied, guaranteed. Most people make nothing. This is all hypothetical, except for the stuff that I show you that I've done. I only show you my stuff. Okay, now Brian says, yes, that sucks. Okay? It might suck. But think about this for a minute. $4.50. Okay, we're going to have to get the calculator out here. If we do 450, let's see. Let me get my keyboard so I can type these in. Okay, so if we go in here and we do 450, okay, so we're going to do $4.50 times 365. Okay, that is $1,640. Okay, now how many of you guys, if I told you show up to work today, you're going to work 45 minutes and I'm going to give you a check for $1,640? How many of you guys would fly here on your own dime because, you know, you're still getting $1,600. If you fly here for $200, you still got $1,400. How many of you guys would fly here and work for $1,600 for one day or for 45 minutes? Right? How many of you guys are looking at it? You're like, okay, that makes sense. Now, again, take a look at this in a real world way, because if we got another one, right, here you go, you spend another 45 minutes or another whatever it takes, and as time goes, you're going to get better at this. Let's say your next one's out there, and it's like, well, next one didn't do that great. That one only makes $400 a year, makes like $1 or whatever. And then I do another one. I'm like, wow, that one did really good. That one does $3,200 a year, right? And again, we're only talking about like $10 a day, right? And we're like, boom, there we go. And here's the deal. This is why people get so messed up. How many of you guys right now think that $100,000 is a lot of money? Type it in the box. Say 100,000. Put big money signs by it if you think $100,000 is a lot of money, right? And to anyone, it should be. Even if you're, you know, even if you got like $1 million in the bank, that's still a tenth of your net worth, right? So think about that. How many of you guys are like, yeah, 100 grand is a lot of money? I agree. Okay, and I want you to think about this because we're going to do an experiment here. I want you to visualize $100,000. Okay, I want you to think about what it would buy. I want you to think about what it would do for your life. I want you to think about how would it make things work for you. Would you be able to take vacations? Maybe your wife could quit her job. Maybe you both could quit your job. Maybe your retirement would kick ass instead of suck. Maybe you could stop living on a fixed income. Maybe you could take care of old bills. Think about that. Is $100,000 a lot of money? Okay. Let's see here. Amen. We'll get to your question in a minute. Okay, so $100,000. Visualize it, see it. That's like a big lot of money. And you look at it and you're like, man, here I am down here, and I want to make money with my blog. Up there is $100,000. It looks far away. Right? How many of you guys right now, $100,000 on the internet looks far away? Right? You're like, man, here I am. I'm like this little guy down here, and $100,000 is up here, and it seems really, really far away. There we go. Right? Very, very important. It looks far away. But here's the deal. Did you know that $100,000 is only $100,000 bills? Right? So if you could find a way to make $1,000 and do it 100 times, there you go. Or it's only 30 times 3,000. Okay? Did I do my math right? Or it's only, let's say, 10 times 10,000. Okay? So we look at this and we break it down. We're like, okay, so 30 times 3,000. That means all I would need to do is have 30 different blog posts about good topics that are relevant that make like $8 a day. I mean, think about that, right? Does everyone get that? If I had 30 blog posts making an average of $8 a day, done. There's $100,000 a year. Again, results not typical, implied, or guaranteed. Not every blog post will make $8. Some will make way more. Most of them that I see that people do make nothing. But we're going to show you how to do it a deliberate way, a right way, that'll make the odds in your favor, because we can actually take this and work it to our advantage and look at it, right? You look at this, you're like, okay, like Philip says, $100,000 is like far away. Now, how many of you guys, it just came closer? Right? You're like, wow, 30 blog posts making $8 a day is $100,000 a year? Are you kidding me? Right? Think about that for a minute. Think about that. That's not that far. $8 is not that far. Not that far. Not that hard. But the key is you got to do deliberate action every single day. Now, that's myth number 3. And myth number 4 is I have to write every day. All right? We went through that. Do you have to write every day? No, you don't. If you do, you'll be closer to doing this. Let's say you set up 100 different blog posts about topics that you know you can rank for, which we'll show you how, right? If you have 100 of them and each one makes, you know, $1 a day or $2 a day, you could start to make a lot as well. So we got to focus on that. Okay, myth number 5 is people will know who I am. Marcus, if I'm a blogger, people are going to know who I am. That's a big myth. It's a myth because people don't need to know who you are. It doesn't matter, right? You don't have to do videos. You could outsource videos or you can not have videos. Lots of blogs make money without videos. Lots of blogs also make money with pen names where they're like, hey, I have a nickname for myself, or I use it under some other name, or I don't even put my name, or I just put Jake instead of my entire name, or whatever your name is, right? And we look at that and we focus and focus and focus. Like Jerry says, the numbers make sense. I just need to do it. And that's the key, is you have to do it, and you have to do it the right way. And that's why we're going over these 13 myths to show you how this works, okay? Myth number 6, blogging is technical. A lot of people, how many of you guys right now, you think blogging is a big technical nightmare? You're like, I don't know how to set it up. I don't know how to do plugins. I don't even know how to get web hosting. I don't know how to do anything. How do I do this, Marcus? I mean, the tech stuff is daunting. Okay? Here's a cool thing. The tech stuff is extremely easy with blogging. Okay? I have a harder time posting things and uploading things to Facebook than I do blogging. Right? It's literally easier than doing stuff on Facebook. You just go in, you type what you want to type. If you want it red, you highlight it and make it red. It's a lot like Microsoft Word. If you want to upload an image, you drag and drop it into the box, right? It's like literally nothing. Like Brian says, tech is 20%. I'm going to say tech is probably like 5%, because once these things are set up, you just go out there and you focus on what you need to do to make it work. And it's really not that hard. And the plugins that we give you with my courses all do the stuff for you, right? And they're made in a way that's super easy. I made them like point and click, put your name in here, put this in here, boom, you're done. Right? So blogging is not technical at all. Now, Anton says the main challenge is the time that it takes to rank a site, as you need to build authority for your site, and the cost to develop content unless you want to write it yourself, which takes time. Okay, Anton brings up a couple of other big myths. Number 1, takes time to rank. It only takes time to rank if you're going for difficult keywords. Very important. This is why people do this, right? And someone says setting up is the issue. Amen. At the end of this, we'll give you a shortcut to the tech stuff, okay? So we got to look at this. Okay, Anton says the main challenge is the time it takes to rank. If you're having trouble ranking your sites, you're going for the wrong keyword. Plain and simple. That's it. Okay, what I'm talking about here is deliberately going for something you know you can get. Very important, right? Again, back to those people who put the fake reviews up about my stuff. Why do they do that? Because it's easy to rank for some kind of Marcus's product review, because there's not a lot of competition for it because I don't have a lot of affiliates. Very important, okay? Instead of trying to rank for, like, how to barbecue, why don't you rank for brisket cooking times? I guarantee you can rank for that one pretty darn quick, if not some subcategories of it. Very easy. So myth, that's a big myth he brought up, is does it take time? Another myth is the authority niche. Okay, you can actually rank sites that are brand new. I do it all the time. A lot of our high ticket niches rank right away, and they're brand new sites. And we look at that and it's like, here's the deal. When you build these blog posts and you major on the little keywords, you will do good and you'll start to get the bigger keywords, right? Because what we're talking about here is getting some kind of result now, right? Because I'm impatient. I know a lot of people are impatient. A lot of people have the shiny object syndrome where they're out there and they're like, well, Marcus, I set up a blog, thing didn't rank, and you know what? I'm going to go and I'm going to learn Facebook ads. You know what? My Facebook ad didn't work. I spent $5. I'm going to go and I'm going to do email marketing. Marcus, you know what? That email marketing, the first email I sent to one guy, he didn't even open it. I'm going to go and I'm going to try YouTube. I put the YouTube video up, and Marcus, the YouTube video did not rank for the word make money, and I titled it make money, and I had make money in my tags, and I said make money 500 times in my video, and it didn't rank. And so they give up, right? How many of you guys feel like that scenario right there where you're like, I'm giving up because I'm not getting something fast? Okay, so what we want to do is we want to scratch the fast itch. Okay, we want to take the fast itch. We want to say, can I get a ranking? Okay, because when you see your site at the top of a keyword, even if it only gets like 19 visitors a day, you're going to be like, there I am at the top. There I am. Okay, and it'll be like, well, I can get another one. And when you see your first buck or $2 or $5 or $100, or for me, 21 bucks, boom, there we go. We're done. We can start and we can grow. But the key is no one does this stuff long enough. Right? No one does this stuff long enough to build any kind of recurring, to build any kind of stuff. And Julie says, you know what? I'm guilty of that. I understand that. I'm like that too. Right? I almost gave up on blogging. I think it was, 12 years ago. I almost gave up on blogging because it's like, this is a pain in the butt. But I'm sure glad I didn't because I've made a lot of money. Very important. Okay, so we've got to look at that. All right, so myth number 6 is blogging is technical. Myth number 7 is I have to be a good writer. If you guys have read anything that I've written, you know you don't have to be a good writer. Right? You guys have, I write at a 5th grade level, probably less than that. So you don't have to be a good writer. You just have to be good at solving the problem. Right? You got to look at it because every person who comes to your site has an intent. Okay? Every keyword someone types in Google has an intent. They look at it and it's like, what is the intent? Why does someone look up brisket cooking times? Well, because they don't want to dry out their brisket. They don't want it to come out undercooked or overcooked or weird, right? So they look it up. So their goal, you got to look at them. They're like, okay, they're probably sitting there with a 50-pound or a $50 piece of meat and they got their smoker ready and they want to know how to cook it. Okay, do they want to buy a barbecue? Probably not. Do they want to, learn how to get cheap briskets? Probably not. What do they want? They want a printable or easy to read guide to how to cook the brisket and brisket cooking times. That's what they want, right? So how can I embed an affiliate offer in that while giving them the info? Okay, and very, very important. That's all we have to do is focus. Very important. Okay, so myth number 7 is you have to be a good writer. Myth number 8, I need a huge following. A lot of people look at this and they're like, well, the only people that do good with blogging have a big following or they already have a big mailing list. Okay, maybe. Okay, now, yeah, we look at that now. But here's the deal. Everyone started where you're at. Everyone started where you're at. Everyone woke up one day and said, I want to make money on the internet. And then they went out there and they set up a site and they tried things out. Everyone has started from the bottom. So if you have nothing, if you're sitting there and you're like, I don't have 2 dimes to scrape together, I don't have a blog, I don't have a following, no one cares who I am, I have nothing. Or maybe you're like Paulo, he's got 2,500 followers and he makes no money. Right? So the fact of the matter is it's an even playing field if you do it right. Right? A lot of people think that the game is rigged and things are weird and whatever. Well, yeah, the game's different than it was back in 1997 when Google wasn't even around, but it's actually gotten easier in a lot of ways. Because here's the deal. If you knew what you needed to know back then, you'd probably be rich right now, but you're not. So now it's time to jump in and say, I'm going to do this the right way. So myth number 8 is I need a huge following. You do not need a huge following. Myth number 9 is I need to find sponsors. Okay, a lot of people look at this. A lot of the YouTube community looks at this. A lot of the blogging community looks at this and they say, well, do I need sponsors? Right? Do I need to find some kind of people to come on my blog and like pay me to blog? Well, you can do that, but what I've found is the amount you get from that is very little. Because here's the deal. If someone's willing to buy an ad on your site, they're making more than you are. Plain and simple. If I'm willing to buy an ad on your site, that means I can make more money than you off of your traffic. So the fact of the matter is you need to learn what they're doing and learn how to make money off of the stuff. Now, what we do is we do blogging through affiliate marketing, okay, where we can get paid all sorts of different ways. We can get paid for someone to call a phone number. We can get paid for someone to click a link. We can get paid for someone to fill out a form. We can get paid for someone to download something, someone to try a product, someone to buy a product. all different ways that we can get paid, so we don't have to focus on sponsors. We just have to focus on doing the affiliate stuff the right way. Because here's the thing, if you know about your traffic and you know what they want, which you do because it's going to be your blog, then the sky's the limit. And you have to remember this one fact. Who is in control of your income on the internet? Who's in control of it? Right? Is it Google? Is it the affiliate network? Is it the pay-per-click traffic? Who's in control of it? Who's deciding how much you're making right now? Who's deciding how much I'm making right now? Okay, type your answers in the box. Let's see if we can get that. All right. Okay, cool. So Paulo's got it. He says me. That's it. You are in charge. You are in charge. You are the reason that it's not working. You're the reason that you're not making what you want to make. It's all on you. Okay, now, obviously we look at that and it's like, okay, well, Marcus can teach me a lot of stuff. Yes, I can teach you stuff, but you have to do the stuff. Okay, very, very small percentage of people do the stuff. And those that don't do the stuff like to complain, and that's fine. That's cool, to each his own. But if you actually do the stuff and you do it deliberately and you do it daily or every week or something consistent, it's going to work really, really well. Are we getting a bad glare? I think I can take care of that. Let's see if that works. That took care of some of it. Okay, so I want you guys all to say it out loud. I want you to say, I'm in control of my income. Okay? I don't make money by finding ways to make money. No one ever makes money finding ways to make money. They learn by finding ways to make money, but they make money by implementing what they learn and doing what they need to do and doing it in a deliberate way, right? If you had a lawn mowing company and you were a gardener and you're like, okay, I want gardening customers. Okay, would you go out there and like fly paper airplanes at your neighbors and hope that they pay attention, right? No. You'd go mow some lawns for free and give out business cards and go door to door and talk to people. You might run a Google ad, probably not. I know some gardeners do, some don't. But we go there and we'd be like, I'm going to go and I'm going to get the customers, right? Very, 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 very important. Now, Paulo says I'm in control of my income, but I'm not very kind to myself. Who cares? Right? This isn't about being nice or mean or happy to yourself. It doesn't matter, right? These are just numbers and these are just tasks. Like, what you do online has nothing to do with you as a person, right? It's like, this is just a business. You just make a business, you make the money, you just do it, right? Obviously, you want to do it ethically, legally, and morally right, okay? But we got to look at that. We got to focus. Very, 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 very important. Lee says his wife spends his income. Well, make some more income, right? Very easy. So we got to look at that because you are in control of your income. A lot of people think that it's some outside force that's stopping you. Oh, it's the guru that doesn't teach me enough. Oh, it's because the search engines won't rank my site, or the algorithm is not fair. Okay, well, the algorithm is fair if you learn how to use it to your advantage. It's very, very simple. Okay, you might not get the big one right away. Okay, there's a guy out there who probably ranks #1 for a keyword like mortgage, and he probably makes millions of dollars a year off the word. Okay, are you going to beat him? Probably not. Okay, but can I set something up for a subcategory keyword and start to get traffic right now and start to make a lot? Because here's the deal. Everyone looks at the business models that are huge. They look at Amazon and they're like, well, you know, Amazon is huge. But here's the deal. Amazon is making an insane amount of money. Insane amount. And if you got like 0.01% of Amazon's income, you would probably be able to retire. Right? How many of you guys agree with that? You're like, yeah, if I made a fraction of what the Amazon site makes, I'd make it work. This is why people that are Amazon store people that are sellers on Amazon, they make money because they're getting a small piece of the pie. They're like, I can't sell everything Amazon sells, and you can't rank for every keyword that you want to rank for. But I could probably sell a couple of oil diffuser things for essential oils, right? That's not that big. I know a guy who did that. He was making, I think, 6 figures a month off of a simple little oil diffuser, right? I'm like, okay, one little niche in the marketplace. Now it's getting kind of saturated now. I don't do a whole lot of Amazon. But the fact of the matter is there's a ton of money out there, and you only need a small fraction. That's why I want to bring this number close. I want to show you that it's a step-by-step thing. If you want to make $1 million, find out a way to make $3,000 and do it 300 times. That's it. How many of you guys have made $3,000 before? Right? Maybe you sold something or whatever. And Joe says a good quote from my buddy Brian G. Johnson. People don't fail. They simply give up before the magic happens. It's exactly it. But we also want to deliberately make the magic happen fast. Okay? So we got to look at that. And we got to focus. Now, Tony says then use barbecue cooking words as affiliate words, as words in the description. Well, you want to make your word deliberate, okay? We're going to go into this in a little bit to show you how it works, okay? Because the keyword has to be deliberate. If you come to me and you say, so do I just put barbecue keywords on my site? No. No, 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 no. You go to the Google AdWords tool and you type in barbecue or grilling or whatever, okay? And you start to do some work with the trigger words that we give you in the Simple Sites course, and you start to look up the words that you can rank for. Right? We show you how to do this with the trigger word method. We show you how to do this with the timeout method. And we show you how to make it work extremely well. Very, very important. Okay? So we got to look at that. Now, where are we? We are on myth number 10. All the good niches are taken. All the good niches are not taken. Right? You can take someone over. It's like the whole tortoise and the hare thing. Right? The rabbit's like bouncing around like a crazy person. He's making money. He's happy. But the tortoise is going to come along and he's going to be like, boom, here we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to focus, we're going to build, we're going to go. Pretty soon he catches up. And here's the deal. It doesn't matter what other people make. What matters is what do you want. There are plenty of marketers that make 10 times, 50 times, 100 times what I make. And I don't care because I stay home, I enjoy the pool with the kids, and I live a good life. That's what I wanted. That's how I set it up. Now, you might want to go and conquer the world and make 50 million bucks or whatever, and that's cool. To each his own. Personally, I like the way that I have it set up. And we got to look at it and say, well, what do you want? And you look at it and you're like, $100,000 is really nothing in the grand scheme of things on the internet. It's literally nothing. People make that in a month with web hosting offers or simple little offers or whatever. And you look at that. And again, results not typical, implied, or guaranteed. You'll probably make nothing. But again, we're going to look at it deliberate. All right. Myth number 11 is SEO, or ranking on the search engines, is hard. Okay, let me backtrack that. SEO is hard if you're going for the wrong keyword. If you go for the right keyword, then it's going to be a lot easier. Okay, now Lee says long tail. Are you talking about long tail keywords? Not necessarily. We're talking about deliberate keywords with the trigger word method, right? We want to find a direct target hit keyword. Okay, okay, cool. Let's see here. We have number 12. Myth number 12 is I need lots of backlinks. You don't need lots of backlinks. Backlinks are a myth. What we want to do, if we want to start to build links, is link from big, right? Like I could do better by getting a Yahoo directory listing than paying someone to put like 1 million backlinks out there for me, right? It's very, very easy, okay? Very cool. Joe McCready says, Marcus, your Stranger Things Netflix CPA offer blew my mind. Interesting niche. Exactly. That's the thing. Guys, you are dealing with 4 million people every 60 seconds searching Google. 4 million people. Let me write that. 4 million every 60 seconds. Right? That's like, I think, 75,000 a second. I think, if my number's right. Might be wrong. But that's a lot of people. Right? So we look at that and we're like, wow, 4 million people every 60 seconds. Some of them search for make money. Some of them search for blog. Some of them search for lose weight. But there's also a big portion searching for words that people haven't even thought of. They haven't thought of it. Like the guy who's like, dude, seriously, people look up, how do I watch Stranger Things episode 1, season 2? Yeah, they do. And Netflix pays you when people sign up. That's how you make content. You're like, here's how to watch Stranger Things episode blah, blah, blah. Here you go. Click here to get Netflix so you can watch it. Pretty simple. By the way, my family bought Netflix because they wanted to watch Stranger Things. So it works, right? Same thing with how do you watch the 49ers if you live in Florida? I just put a satellite on the house a couple years ago because my wife wanted to watch the 49ers, and that was the only way to do it, unless we did it like online with a delay. Okay, so we got to look at it. We got to focus. Amen says people search YouTube a lot more. I don't know if YouTube has surpassed the 4 million a minute. May have. I don't know. Okay, so very important. Yeah, Brian says, how do I? Right? A lot of people search for how do I do this? How do I do that? Right? Really, really simple. So we got to look at that. We got to focus. And again, there's a lot of these words. This is how I make a living, these words. Right? Very important. Okay, so myth number 11 was SEO is hard. Myth 12 is I need lots of backlinks. Our last myth, myth number 13, is it takes a long time to start. And that's a big myth because it doesn't. You could literally start your blog in 15 minutes, and you can start to work it, and you could start to make it do what it needs to do, which is grow and rank and deliberately target the people you want. And you can even go and get Facebook people to link back to you. You can get lots of traffic. I just did a Facebook promo last month where we got like 1,500 new leads, made like 25 grand. Really easy. Didn't cost me a dime. I did pay affiliates because it was an affiliate type thing, but it's really easy to do. Right? It's like, boom, there we go. Easy. Okay? Corey says, I think SEO takes time for your site to rank. Not necessarily. If you're going for a big keyword, yes. If you go for a small keyword, no. It's easy. That's what we want to do. We want to go for all the small keywords we can get in our niche. And then eventually, we'll get the big one. But while I'm doing this, right, think about this for a minute. If you set up here and you're like, Marcus, I'm going to take 6 months to a year, and I'm going to try to rank for the word refinance FHA loan. That's what I'm going to try to rank for. Okay? And you spend 6 months to a year, and you're building, and you're building, and you're building. Maybe you're getting a little traffic, but you're building, you're building. At the end of the year, you look, and you're like, did I get the ranking? Maybe, maybe not. Here I am, and I'm like, well, qualifications for an FHA streamline refinance. Boom, I can get that keyword. Qualifications for FHA for people with bad credit. What credit score do you need? Boom, I can rank for that. Okay? And here's the deal. This word here might be getting like 1,000 searches a month, or let's say 10,000 searches a month. Okay? If I have 50 different words getting me 20 visitors a month or 200 visitors a month, right? Then boom, I'm going to get the same result. And guess what? I'm going to make more because it's more targeted. Really cool. And it's not going to take 6 months to a year. I could start building it right now, start getting results really, really fast, and then grow and grow and grow. So very, very important to look at. Now, you can start your first blog. If you want to start your blog the right way, we teach you how to start it, start to finish. You can follow these steps. We have notes that we'll put from this video on that as well. So check gohubsite.com often because I'll put these notes up for you. You can go to gohubsite.com. It's right over there. Right up there somewhere, right? GoHubSite.com. You can go there, start your first blog. Really easy. You get your web hosting. It costs you about $6 a month or something. They give you your domain name free, and there's even a little guide on how to choose your domain name, and it's really easy, okay? So you just go there, you set it up. It's simple, okay? You'll have a blog in 15 minutes, even if you are a technical novice. All right, so now let's go through some action steps to make money blogging. What are the action steps? We talked about the myths. Now, what can I do to start getting results? Well, action step number 1 is choose a niche with good potential. Okay, what I mean by this is some niches are what we call one-off. Okay, like a one-off would be a keyword that doesn't have a lot of subcategory keywords. Okay? It's like, okay, not a lot. We want one with a lot of subcategory keywords. Very important. Okay, so we got to find a niche that has the potential, has the traffic, has the sub keywords we can use. Very, very important. Step number 2 for action step. Brainstorm all the possible affiliate offers. If I'm going for something like a niche about watch TV shows, okay, then what can I do? I can go for a niche about watch TV shows, and I can start to rank for all the shows that people want to watch and how to watch them, okay? Because it's gotten complicated. No longer can you have one remote. You have to have 50. No longer does my grandma have the TV guide. She now has to look online or something like that, right? It's different now. Now, here's the deal. You can get out there and you can rank for all these things, and there's a lot of potential. Now, what you want to do is you want to brainstorm, what can I do? Well, I could do TV on PC, so watch TV on your computer. I can do direct TV or satellite. Okay, I can do Netflix. Okay, I can do maybe I can even get them to buy a smart TV. Okay, I can get them to buy cable TV. Okay, I can do cable TV leads, all kinds of different things, and you can make money with this in a really cool way. You just have to go out there and you have to brainstorm the affiliate offers that are good for your niche. And then when you build your keyword-based content, you build it with this in mind, right? How do I watch Stranger Things episode this, episode that? Well, here's all the ways you can do it. Okay, very simple. And you make them good, you make them easy. Okay? Really cool. Paul says, are these keywords with low bids on Google? Most of them, yes. Most are very low. Okay, step number 2, brainstorm all the possible affiliate offers. Step number 3, get a good domain for your niche. Okay, so you want to get a good domain for your niche. Okay, if I'm going for like watch TV shows, I want to do like how to watch TV shows online or something like that. Something easy to remember, something that has my keywords in it. If I'm going for brisket cooking time, I'd want to get as close to brisketcookingtime.com, which is really, really cool. Okay, very, very, very important. Okay, step number 4. You want to research all the possible keywords. Okay, so you're going to research your offers, you're going to make sure it works, then you're going to buy your domain, then you're going to go through and you're going to look at, okay, what are the top keywords that I can go for? What are all the possible keywords, right? Are they watching for episode 2, season 1? Are they watching for episode 9, season 4? What are they looking for? I want to rank for them all, right? Very, very cool. And you want to do this in a really, really easy way, okay? Action step number 6, make content for each specific keyword and drive them to offers. So you're going to go out there and you'll be like, okay, watch this show, okay, whatever, Stranger Things, episode 1, season 9, okay, watch this show. Here's how to watch it, okay? And then you put your content there and you show them how to watch it and boom, you rank. Now, be careful of trademark terms. The way that I understand trademark stuff, I'm not a lawyer, so don't listen to me, but the way that I understand it is they don't want you to bid on something. So like those guys that are out there doing the fake reviews about my stuff, they would be a violation because they're acting like, hey, this is the product or whatever. If you're out there and you're like bidding on the word Coke, but you're the Pepsi owner, that would be a trademark issue. Okay. But as far as I know from this stuff, from what I've done, from what I've been doing for 20 years, you know, you're usually in the right because you're showing them how to do something. You are not causing confusion about the product like the Coke Pepsi example. Okay, very cool. Okay, step number 7, consistency. Do all this stuff, do it over and over, do it right, and build and grow. Again, you could start your first blog at gohubsite.com. I guarantee you'll start it in about 15 minutes. It's super easy. We walk you through the steps. We show you how to work and focus, right? Really easy. Okay, now let's take a look at our bonus steps. Okay, here are our bonus steps. Step number 1, start a mailing list. Okay, this is a great way to build your income. Build it really easy is by starting a mailing list. Okay, very cool. You could put a mailing list on your site using our Squeeze Blogs plugin. Makes it super easy. 5 minutes, you'll have your list ready to go. All right, bonus step number 2 is create videos from your content. Now, you can outsource this or you can make it yourself. If you outsource it, just take your content, tell someone to read your blog post, and then tell them what you want to say at the end. Maybe go check out this product or join my newsletter or whatever, okay? Simple. So step number 2 is create videos from your content. That way you have double whammy. That's a bonus content there, or bonus tip. Okay, bonus step number 3 is get involved in your niche. Start to understand your niche. Start to understand what they want. Start to understand what they need. Start to understand what they're looking for and help them, right? Go to other sites. See what other sites are doing. Focus on that. Say, hey, what are the questions? You can go to forums. You can find all types of different content to build. Really, really easy. You just have to focus it. You just have to go there and go for the keywords you want. Get involved. You can get involved in Facebook communities. You can get involved in blogs. You can get involved in Quora. There's a great answering system over there where you can go and do a question answer type thing. Get involved in your niche, and you can build these in a really, really easy way, which, by the way, Quora is a great place for backlinks. Okay? Bonus step number 4, you can do paid traffic for fast rankings, fast results. Okay? Sorry, fast results is what I meant. If you do paid traffic, you can start to get traffic now. Like 5 minutes, you will have traffic. It's not that hard to do, right? You just get the traffic, you see what works. And I like paid traffic because it'll isolate it and tell me if it's actually going to work before I do all the work, okay? Very cool. Bonus step number 5 is get a high-ticket niche from Marcus, me, and get killer keyword reports, offer reports, site setup, personal support, and guidance, and more. So if you want to take that bonus step, you can go to highticketniches.com. What we do at highticketniches.com is we actually select a niche for you. Okay, so if you have something in mind and you say, Marcus, I love watching TV, we'll find you a TV niche, a good niche that I know will work. Okay, you just have to do these steps. You make it work. You build it up. You put your offers on. We tell you the offers, and boom, you're ready to go. Now, you can actually see on the ticker above the timer, those are the domains that were purchased in our last round of high-ticket niches. And that is the estimated value that GoDaddy says these are worth, right? So they say right there, that one's worth $605. There's one worth $594. There's one worth, let's see, the next one here, $604. We had one that was like $1,800 a second ago. But you can see what those are worth, $737. And again, you own the domain. So we're going to give you the domain name. We're going to set up your blog, put all the technical stuff on it. So all you have to do is type and make little offers on it that we show you how to do, and you build and you grow, right? Very cool. Again, the results of the domain, I don't know what you'll be able to sell them for. That is just an online appraisal service. It's not anything fancy. Doesn't mean you could sell it for that, but some of them I've sold for actually a lot more than they were appraised for. But again, we do this to show you the value, because when you get a high-ticket niche today, it's $997 investment, okay? We give you the domain. We give you the niche, we show you the traffic method, we show you the offers to run, we put some content on your site for you, we show you the keywords to go after, the traffic method, and we give you support and coaching to help you make it work. So if you look at that, it's like a niche, a high-ticket niche is a no-brainer, because one, like my buddy Dan, he bought one, and he came on here, and he's like, dude, Marcus, the domain you gave me is worth like $900. That's like worth the entire price of the niche. And I'm like, yeah, that's the goal. We want to give you way more value than what you're putting in. We want to give you a lot of value. And the value is in the niche, because a lot of people here are struggling. And they're struggling because they don't know the niche to get into. And I think our timer's a weird one. Yeah, it just keeps going over. But they don't know the niche to get into, right? And the niche is everything. If you are in the wrong niche, this is not going to work. You need to be in the right niche. And that's why we do this, where we go through and we find your niche and we help you out with it and we build it and we grow. And I got to tell you, a high-ticket niche is what my most successful students end up starting with, right? They get that niche and they say, Marcus, I'm going to build on the niche, because now all I got to do is look at those steps that you had. And I just got to start plucking away at it and get the content. And I look at the keyword report. And I show up on the new thing we're starting for high-ticket niche owners. I show up on the weekly webinars, where we go through and it's just us high-ticket niche people talking, and we're helping each other out. And Marcus will say, hey, what do I do with this? What do I do with that? And we'll show you exactly what to do. Like Brian says, it's the best solution I've come across, and I own it, right? So we got to look at that, and it's very, very important. Amen says, Marcus, when the site is already, what are the things to do after as an affiliate marketer? You just make simple content. Right? So very, very, very important. Amen says, how is health and fitness? Is this a good niche? Health and fitness is not a niche. That's a category. Okay? Now, if you came and you got a high-ticket niche, you'd say, Marcus, I want something in health and fitness. I will go through. I will find the keywords. I'll go do my research. Takes me a little bit of time. I do the research. I find a domain name that fits, and I find a keyword you can go after. Right? I'll be like, okay, we're going to go for exercise workouts for people over 60. Boom. That's a niche. Okay, health and fitness, like, it's not a niche, right? So we got to focus. And that's why the high-ticket niches are so valuable. And you can get yours right now at highticketniches.com. You can sign up on the page. After you sign up, get us on live chat. I'll be here. I have another call at like 1, so I'll be here for a little bit. And then say, hey, Marcus, I signed up. This is what I want. Or if you don't know a market, just be like, Marcus, pick me one of your best ones. Just give me a good niche, and we'll find you one. A lot of people do that as well. But we're going to go through, and we're going to help you out with it. You can see we give you the personal niche market selection from my high-ticket niches. So we give you the niche. Next, we give you the top-tier domain name. It says it's worth $297, but you guys saw on the ticker up there. they're worth quite a bit more. Like that one's 1,058 right there. Let's see what the next one is. But there you go. There's 1,007 right there. I mean, come on now. These are worth more than the cost of the program if you look at it that way. Again, I don't know what you can sell it for. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Just depends. But that's what the appraisal says on those. And, you know, it's like a little appraisal tool that anyone can use. So we look at that. So you're going to get the domain name. You're going to get the affiliate offer and profit center guidance. I'm going to tell you how to make money in your niche. Next, I'm going to give you an easy to follow traffic plan and videos. So I'm going to go in and you're going to be like, dude, Marcus, I got my niche. What do I do? And I'll be like, hey, check this out. You want to go and you want to use this list of keywords. And I want you to make content on each keyword. Okay? You can outsource it. You can make it yourself. But just make it. And make it based on the keyword the way I show you. Then, here's your affiliate offers. I want you to link these to the affiliate offer. Right? And we're going to go through and you build and boom, you grow. Very, very easy. Okay? So we're going to give you that plan. I'm also going to give you a custom blog theme and logo design. Right? These blog themes are made according to my personal specifications. I have people who work here in Florida near me that I actually went and taught personally how to build the themes, how to set up the plugins, how to structure the blog, and they do it just as if I was doing it, right? Sometimes they do it even better, which freaks me out, but you know, that's cool, to each his own. So we look at that. That's another thing you're getting. You're also getting all of our blog plugins, which are valued at $77 each. There's over 12 of them. Next, we are going to give you killer content loaded pages times 4. That means you get 4 pages of preloaded content so you can see how to do it, see how to work it, and they're going to be based on keywords so they work for you as well. Paul says, how many affiliate offers per keyword do you recommend? That is kind of a loaded question because it depends on the keyword. Some keywords you'll have more, some will be 1. And on top of it, we're going to give you 90 days support and coaching. And on top of that, I'm also going to hook you up with my Simple Sites Big Profits software that trains you through everything. So if you go through that and you focus, you're going to make it work, okay? And obviously, that is the best option to take. If you want to do this affiliate marketing and you've been struggling and you see value in what I teach, then I would really urge you to go over to highticketniches.com, sign up right now. Come meet me on live chat. Say, Marcus, these are kind of niches I want. This is what I want to do. Tell me your story. Tell me about yourself, and we'll help you. Now, if you are on a budget and the high-ticket niche is out of reach, I understand that. What we have is we have our new mentorship program. Now, our mentorship program gives you access to some blog plugins, gives you access to the full PDF reports of all my videos. So, like, when this video is done, I pay someone. They write a report and they write notes on the video. Usually, like the last one I got was 22 pages. And they went through and they just, boom, wrote it all out. And you guys get that, as well as the downloads of the videos, as well as some other training and some cool stuff as well. And you can ask questions. So if you have a blog or whatever, the mentor program is right for you. Now, no matter who you are, if you have one of my products, you should be in the mentor program. Okay? Hands down, that's where you get the support. That's where you hop on the webinars. That's where you get all the stuff so that we can help you. So even if you're in Simple Sites or something like that, you should also be in the mentor program, which I think with your high ticket niche, you get a couple months free or something like that as well. So really good. So if you've been with me a while and you haven't gotten anything yet, check out marcusmentor.me. You're going to get the plugins, the tools, personal support, private training, calls, notes from all the videos, and a whole lot more, which is really cool. So whichever route you take, I would urge you to take the high ticket niches because obviously it's the best value, but go with the one you can and we'll help you there. So since we wrapped up a little early, let's take some questions, right? So we'll take some questions here and get you guys squared away. And on the high ticket niches, go ahead and sign up now if you're getting that. I have some, actually, there's a couple things I want to go over. Last night I was going through one of my domain accounts, and I have a domain in the parenting niche. So if someone wants a parenting niche, this domain is I think it's like a $1,400 value on the domain. Again, I don't know what you'll sell it for. That's just the value that they put on it, like an automated tool. But it's a good domain. It's seasoned. It's been around since 2009, and it's in the parenting niche. So if you want the parenting one, type parenting in the chat box, go sign up, and then tell me you were the one that typed parenting, and we'll give you that. It's a really good niche. I've actually made money with that one before, and all you have to do is go to highticketniches.com, sign up for it, and go get that. Now, in addition to that, I also have a whole bunch more available for you guys, and you want to get them because there's some good ones in there. Okay. Okay, last question, Marcus. My domain name is Health Fitness Times. So take this from the live chat. Do I really need to do R&D? I don't know what you mean. Do I really need to do R&D, then search for the keywords in subcategories? No, you need to get a new domain. You need a better niche. That niche is not gonna. That's not gonna fly. You need a better one because that's gonna be difficult. Okay. Haroon says, I just wanted to add, I am not an affiliate, but my sites are over 600 each. Awesome. Well, glad. That's awesome. Haroon, if you want the parenting one, sign up. Haroon's like my big fan. He bought like 5 high-ticket niches. So, yeah, if you want that one, sign up, and then it has to be a new sign-up. So do that. Okay. And it goes to the first person who actually orders. So that person will get it. Can I set up a test site in HTML before I move forward with WordPress? Why? Why would you want to do that? HTML and WordPress are 2 totally different things, and just set it up in WordPress. I mean, go to gohubsite.com. You could set up the WordPress like super easy. Literally takes 15 minutes. Okay, so we'll take a couple other questions. I'm just going to check and see what's going on. Amen. Yes, I can suggest a niche. Go to the High Ticket Niche program, highticketniches.com, sign up. Let me show you what that looks like. I think I can pull it up here. Okay, so when you get to the High Ticket Niche page, it's going to look like this. Yours will look normal because I have this on like super zoom. Okay, there we go. So it's going to look like this. You're going to go to the page. It says, want Marcus to choose your niche market. Here's a screenshot of some stuff that I've done. Here's the ticker. You can see that one's $1,100 there. High ticket niches. Now, this is not the price. This is the value of the domain, right? The price for the high ticket niches is $9.97 one time. We give you the niche, we get everything going, and we focus, right? All you got to do is put your name, last name, put a good email. That way we can reach out to you. Then put all your address info here. You can see it's totally secure. Okay, choose your payment plan. You could either do $9.97 one time or 3 pay of $3.97 to make it easier for you. Whichever way works for you doesn't matter for me. It's all the same. And then go ahead and scroll down and hit that instant access, and you're good to go. Now, obviously, these high-ticket niches are non-refundable because we're giving you a domain that's worth value. We're giving you content that's worth value. We're setting up your site, which is worth value, which is really cool. We do have a guarantee on it where if your niche does not work, if you go through and you do all this stuff on your niche and it's just not working, we'll get you a new niche. Okay, but you have to actually try it. Right? You can't just be like, well, Marcus, I know you set it up and I just don't like it. Well, you should have told us that because we're going to go through. You're going to buy your high-ticket niche, and you're going to say, Marcus, I want health and fitness. Like Amen, he's like, I want health and fitness. I'll come back. I'll say, we got health, wellness, workouts, okay, or whatever. That's hypothetical. And you'll say, well, I really don't like that one, and I'll get a different one. Well, I got this one for you. You'll say no, or yes, or whatever. So make sure you get it. Now, in the time I've been doing this, we've been doing these high-ticket niches for a long time, getting lots of results. In this one, I've only had one person ask for me to build him another one. And it actually was a niche that he made a little bit on, and then it phased out. Like the niche just dropped off the planet. So one out of the thousands that we've done has come back with that. And that one was because of the niche. So if it's because of the niche, we'll help you out. Okay, Joe says, let's say you found a keyword with low competition, pennies a click. Is there a minimum amount of average searches per month, i.e. 1 to 1,000? Well, the amount of searches needs to be based on what you're going to make. So if I'm in the mortgage market, it could be less. If I'm in a market like Bible verses, then I need a lot of traffic, so it's got to be more, right? So it's going to have to do with what you make. Okay, Jean Claude says, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. I remember you were way back from like 2009, if I'm thinking about the right person. Is there a difference between a blog and a site? Well, a blog is a site, but a site isn't always a blog. So you can have a website, which is HTML, or some other thing, PHP or whatever. A blog is like a content management system. Okay, Glenn says, how much will Max Bounty charge once you have been accepted, and the same for OfferVault? They don't charge anything, right? They just take a little bit. So like if you're getting $10 a lead, they're probably getting 12, right? And they'll keep their 2 and you get 10. So it's all relative, but you should never be charged to join an affiliate network. Never. If you're charged to build an affiliate or to join an affiliate network, chances are that's probably network marketing, not affiliate marketing. You should not be charged. All right, so let's take some other questions while you guys are getting signed up there. Again, that's highticketniches.com. That is the best way to start. If you want to do this stuff that we talked about, right, get in there, do it, highticketniches.com. You can see, I'll keep it so the ticker's there at the bottom so you can see that. Okay. And we'll get you from there. Let's see what else we got. And I actually have about 6 really, really good domains right now that I'm going to give to the people on this call. So get in there. Okay, Tony says, my domain is SMS Marketing Simplified as a backdoor to text marketing service. Does this match? You need to know how many people search for SMS Marketing Simplified. That would be the question. How many people are searching for that? Okay. So, moral of the story is hard work. Even if you get the best domain, hard work is required. Not always. I mean, this isn't really hard. Like, typing and talking is not hard. Like, hard work to me is like building stuff in the sun, right? Or like building railroads or something like that. That's hard work. This isn't that hard. You just have to do it. This is deliberate work, I would say. Okay. So I'll take a couple other questions as we get going. And again, if you want notes of this and all my other videos, make sure that you join the mentor program at marcusmentor.me. Okay, marcusmentor.me. All right. Also, another announcement for those that are hanging out. I'm thinking about bringing our Simple Sites Bootcamp back. Simple Sites Bootcamp was something I did about 5 years ago where we took a small handful of students and worked them through the entire affiliate marketing process, from picking a niche to building a site to getting traffic, everything, like hands-on. You meet me every week. We go through and we do that. I'm thinking about bringing that back. If you guys are interested, type Bootcamp in the box, and we will focus on that for you. And yeah, it's something that we did. It was really successful. A lot of people liked it. So I'm thinking about bringing that back in June this month. Okay. Jane says, are you starting a regular webinar session for high-ticket niche owners, including existing ones? Yes, if you own a high-ticket niche, you will be able to go in that. If you guys do want the boot camp, let me know. I got a message from an older guy. He was like 67. He came to me. He started doing this stuff. He was making some good money after going through the boot camps and getting great results. So it's like a 12-week hands-on course where we go through everything week by week by week. If you do want that, if you're interested in that, what we will do is we'll have you get you on live chat, and then we'll talk to you on live chat about that. So if you're interested, go over to live chat. For live chat, you can go to any of my sites like highticketniches.com and click this little image at the bottom of the site right here, and then that'll bring up your live chat. Okay. Is Bootcamp free? No, the Bootcamp is not free. Last time we did it, I think it was like $12.77 or something like that. So it's like less than $100 a week. And we always go like 16 weeks and have all kinds of bonuses and stuff like that as well. Okay. Tim was in our boot camp. He said, I'll do it again. So, I mean, he wants to do it again. So that should be a testament in itself. Okay. Walter says, hi, Marcus, a question. In your high ticket niches, do we need to do investments? For example, if the niche were miniature trains, I think you need to buy specimens to review. You don't have to. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do it, but if you were in the miniature train niche, you can use other people's reviews and kind of, go through and take notes on all the different reviews and maybe be a review of the reviews kind of deal, which is cool. Okay, Tim says, where's his affiliate link? I don't know if you're signed up as an affiliate, but you can if you want to. So, yeah. And if you're interested in the bootcamp, get a high-ticket niche now, and then we'll apply whatever you bought today towards the boot camp. So fair enough, right? That's like crazy. As long as you buy within the month that the boot camp is, which will be cool. Okay, and if you have another high-ticket niche, just talk to us on live chat. We'll help you out with that as well. Okay, so any other questions, let me know, and we'll take it from there. Make sure this other stuff is working right. Okay, and again, start your blog. I mean, it's not a very, very difficult thing. You just have to get in there and do it. The problem is that you've been trying so many things that you're not getting where you want to go. And you just have to stick to something consistently and make it work. All right, where'd my questions go? There we go. Okay, cool. Excellent. So Tim's going to be joining the boot camp, and we haven't even started yet. So he's ready for that. Okay, what's the time frame to get set up for the high-ticket niche? Right now, we're running about 2 to 3 weeks. It should be pretty quick, sometimes sooner than that. But right now, we are all caught up on the domain selection, so it's going to be pretty quick. So I would say around 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, how long from sign up to getting the blog? Usually about 2 to 3 weeks. Sometimes, like some lady wanted us to set it up on Weebly, and it was a pain in the butt, so it took longer. So yeah. Okay, Emmer says, I'm affiliate, TikTok funnels, and made money, but then stopped. Any advice? Yes. Get a high-ticket niche. Tell me your story of what you did. I'll reverse engineer it and help you get going again. Okay? Oh, ClickFunnels, affiliate to ClickFunnels. Okay. Emmer, yeah, ask for this. We did 2 weeks ago, we did a call for ClickFunnels people, and we actually did high-ticket niches just for them. So if you get a high-ticket niche at highticketniches.com, just tell them on the form, hey, we want a ClickFunnels niche. I'll get you a good one. Those people are flipping out about the niches I got them. They love it. Really cool. Okay, Joe says, thanks, Marcus, for the free 31 daily profit task report. 24 pages, great content. Okay, if you like that, join the mentor program. That's what we're going to do. We're making those notes on every video. So you're going to go in, you'll get those notes, and it's dirt cheap. So if you like the stuff that I put out, if you like my content, go in there, you'll get the plugins, you'll get all the stuff. Really cool. Okay. Okay, Paul says, if a keyword is low bid on Google AdWords but has 2 million views a month, is that a good keyword? Depends on the word, but usually, yeah. Like if you got that much traffic and it's cheap, that's good. All right, so Emmanuel says, you talked about hiring programmers in a previous stream. Can you tell me where you find them? It depends on what the project is. In the Simple Sites course, we actually have an outsourcing type thing where you could learn all that. All right. Any other questions, let me know. And look at the value of those domains. I mean, even if you, like if I just gave you the domain, it's probably worth the whole price of the thing. So cool stuff. And you can see those on the ticker there. There's one 638, 770, 1297. I mean, $1,300 estimated value. Crazy, right? Really cool. How long after high ticket niche draft does it take to get the traffic and start to monetize? I don't know what the draft, like when you get it, you could start getting traffic right away. You know, if you start using the steps, you could start it right away. There's one worth 780 almost, 861. Right, and these domains you own. So when you get these domains, you're going to own them. There's 916. We actually push them into your domain account. There's one, that's 1800 or 1230. There we go. That was a good one there. 911 on that one. So they're good domains. There's 912. And these are estimated, there's 1,065. So if you got a high ticket niche and you got that domain, you're already like $80 ahead of the game, right? And they evaluate these based on the sales that recently happened. There's one 890. Okay. 1003 or $1,013. 654. Okay, Paul says, I have 19 websites that are not making money. How can you help me, Marcus? Well, I would get a high-ticket niche and get one that does make money. So I would focus there. So yeah, get yourself a high-ticket niche. And then when you get your niche as part of your support, just list the 19 sites. I'll take a look at some of them, and I'll see where you're going wrong, and maybe you could revive some. All right. So how many of you guys are ready to be bloggers? And again, you could start your first blog over at gohubsite.com. Doesn't take long. You just go do it. Super easy. All right. All right. Boris says, your content is so valuable. Love your content. Thanks, Boris. I think this is the first time I've seen you on here. So good to have you. All right. So cool stuff. Get your high-ticket niche. Get signed up. Let's make some money. Let's make it work. And at least, if you do anything today, join the mentor program, right? Super easy, $77 a month. Cancel whenever you want. If you want to cancel it, you just go to pcmoneymaking.com. That's our support site. You put in a ticket, say cancel, they cancel. That's it. Super easy. Now, you're going to want it for a long time because think about it. How many times a month are you paying $8 for a report, $50 for a plugin, $100 for this, $100 for that? You might as well get the stuff you need all in one place in good, congruent information, because if you like my content, you're going to love that, and it'll help you. Okay? So, cool stuff. All right, so let's take some last-minute questions. I'll try to find where my mouse is at. All right, and I think we still have that parenting niche up for grabs. So if you want that one, if you're into that kind of niche, you could do really well with it. And I have actually made a little bit of money with that. All right, Brian's waiting for his first high-ticket niche. Awesome. Okay. Thanks for the proposal. I'm broke at the moment, unfortunately. Remember, being broke is temporary. If you really want to do this, you'll find a way to do it. That's just how it works. Okay, Boris says, yeah, bro, I've been following you for a long time. How to become an expert, and thus, where would I start? I know all about affiliate network. Can you tell me what is high-ticket niche? High-ticket niche is where we literally give you a niche market. So, I mean, that's going to do everything for you. We'll give you the niche. We'll show you the offers to run. We'll show you give you the domain, like you can see the values of those right there, and help you out with it. So we just help you out with everything, start to finish, with the niche that I supply you, which is good. Okay, so other questions? Get in there. And those of you guys who've been following my stuff for quite some time, you guys know that this is the real deal. I mean, you can go out there, you can look at all kinds of other stuff, but this is the real deal. We're laying it out for you. Now, what I do is I teach you everything free so that people like Paulo, who if he's really broke, follow the steps, do it free. But I know you're not really broke because you have 10 or 19 websites, which $10 each, that's $190. So you got something, right? So you got to do it. How should I start blogging? Find your niche first. Watch the replay of this and get in there. If you want the notes from this call with detailed stuff, check out marcusmentor.me.com. Sign up there. We'll get you that and focus there. Is Facebook a good place to cross-promote a site? Yes, very much so. All right. Cool deal. Any other questions? And we'll take those. All right, cool. So I think we're about good. I don't think any other questions are coming on. If you do have any questions, get us on live chat and focus there. Vernon says, how do you know if you got a good niche? That's why you get a high-ticket niche. We're going to give you a good niche, and we're going to tell you why it's good. Okay, can you give me some recommendations for places I can get some info on hiring programmers? Yes. In the Simple Sites course, click on the outsourcing tools, watch that video. It'll show you how to hire programmers. Okay, if I can get, Paulo says, if I can get one website to make money from your free stuff, I'll definitely sign up for all your courses. Well, you might be able to, but why wait? Why spend time? You're going to spend money on stuff anyway. You might as well start the right way. And here's the deal. What's it worth to not flounder around. What's it worth if I saved you 3 months of time? Right? Think about that. What would that be worth to you? And on top of it, we're giving you a domain name which is worth value. So you look at it and it's like, you just got to go do it. Like some of my clients buy several high-ticket niches. They jump in with both feet and they just make it work. Maybe that'll be you, or maybe you'll do stuff with the free things. But to each his own, right? My whole thing is if you have it, you might as well do it the right way. You might as well stack the deck in your favor and make it work. Okay? Like here's the deal. If I could go back 18 years ago and find someone who has 18 years of experience, I would have saved 18 years. And I would have made way more, right? Because I would have learned things from them. I would have been like, okay, this is how it works. That's why you got to have a mentor, and that's why we make it easy for you at marcusmentor.me. You know, you can go in there. You can ask questions like, Paulo, get the mentor program. Send me a list of your sites. Let's take a look. Let's see what's going on. Everyone has $77. It's like, what, $2 a day? That's nothing, right? Okay, is HubSite supposed to convert? No. A HubSite is just for your stuff. You can make it convert, but just setting up a HubSite is not going to make you money. Okay. My advice, Walter says, put some money aside every month, and then when you can, get your high-ticket niche, even if it takes a year or more. Yeah, or use our pay plans and make it easy. How do I find the value of the domain you have set up for me? Just put a support ticket. We'll find it for you. Or ask me on live chat. Philip asked the same question. You can ask me on live chat. All right. Any other questions while you guys are getting signed up there? Looks like we got a couple people took us up on the high-ticket niche, so we have a few left in those 6 domains I have. So if you want one of those, get in now. And, yeah. Cool. I think we're good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. A lot of good content. You're going to want to watch the replay. You're also going to want to be in the mentor program because the notes on this are going to be worth a lot. Right? There's some good stuff we went over. And having them in a handy note form that you can print out, I think is a good thing. And we do anywhere from 4 to 8 live streams a month. So you're going to be getting like a full-on course every month, which is pretty cool. All right, awesome stuff. Get your high-ticket niche. Get your mentor program. And I will see you guys in the next webinar, and we'll make it work. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk soon.